everybody, welcome back to Talk with Nia. So we got to get into a few things. First, I want to start off with Keisha Cole. Okay, so have you guys seen Keisha Cole at this concert at Dreamville Fest? Keisha Cole showed up in a diaper, okay? A lot of people were saying, that's how my 1-year-old looked running around the house. I don't know why Keisha Cole is dressed like this, and she rolled them shorts up that way, and then she's grinding on stage to this song. This song doesn't call for her to be like grinding and, start trying to slow twerk and stuff like that. It's not called for that. And this is such a classic song for Keisha. Keisha Cole is a great artist, okay? Great artist. She has hits. She has like those real heartfelt songs. Like, she came out the gate in her career swinging. And guess what? Keisha Cole writes her songs. That girl is talented as hell. And I feel like her career should have went even farther. We should have had more and more and more hits. You know what I'm saying? But it's great that she can still go out here and perform these songs and get the love because they're great songs that she created. Now, Keisha Cole, you do not, like, she can dress however she wants to. I just didn't understand the twerking and trying to show your ass like this. Like, if you want to show your behind, there's other ways she could have did it. She could have went out there in like a lace-fitted dress or something like that. If you wanted to be all sexy, there's ways you can do that. But this just didn't look like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? This outfit wasn't it. She needs a stylist. She needs to have a theme or something she's doing that makes sense to the song she's performing. It needs to make sense. It needs to look good. This looks like a girl was pulling up at the backyard cookout and you wanted to show your ass cheeks to whoever was there, and then you decided to hop on stage. Okay? And let's get what's the name? Let's get Tiana Taylor on the books for, a stage performance. Let's get some background singers up there. Let's get a little side sway, 2-step, a little routine or something. Okay? Or standing there at the mic. Like, let's get something together because this looks like they just said, oh, Keisha, can you come on stage real quick? And she wasn't dressed or anything like that. And I feel like it could have been so much better. And that's why we're all so confused. So come on, Keisha Cole. You can't be entering 2025 like that. We can't be doing that, okay? You got too many hits. You're too good of an artist for that. Come on now. Now, the next thing I did want to talk about was Rihanna. Real quick on Rihanna. I seen these clips not too long ago, and she doing a real good job of wearing them baggy clothes. When I saw this dress, I said, Rihanna, girl, what's the gender? Girl or boy? When's the due date? Okay. She ain't got to tell us the due date, but what's the gender, girl? I hope you're getting a baby girl. I love Rihanna as a mother. I really, really love her as a mother. She's so inspirational as a businesswoman. I adore Rihanna in this new phase that she's been in the past couple of years. It's been a pleasure to see. I know we all wanted music, but I love Rihanna in this phase of her life right now. It's beautiful. A$AP Rocky just got cleared of that charge, the court case, if you guys were following that a couple months ago. So hopefully he doesn't get mixed into no BS and they can continue with their family. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about, did you guys see Keri Hilson's interview on The Breakfast Club?
And he had another writer in our camp at the time. He had her write this. So he played it for me, this is the remix, because I'm thinking I'm coming in to go write a remix to turn me on. The whole time I had been writing concepts, but I come into the studio and he plays me this verse, and I'm like, automatically, I'm like, I'm not saying that. Mm-hmm. That was my position. So I tried to fight him on it, and I began writing my own. That's what I did with my time there, but I want to be careful with the word I use. Mm-hmm. It was quite forceful. You know what I mean?
So Keri Hilson talks about the diss song that she wrote. Well, she didn't write it, that she sung against Beyonce. So it was a remix to one of her big hit songs. They wanted a remix for the song. She was on tour at the time. They was pressing her for a remix, and she was planning to write a remix to the song, but they had someone else write a remix, and the remix was a diss to Beyonce, telling her in the diss, it said like telling Beyonce to go sit down and have some babies or whatever. So it was a diss to Beyonce, and she expressed that she didn't want to sing the song. She felt forced to do it by the people she was signed to, and they also held her album release over her head and said, well, you're not going to release your album if you don't do it. So my thing is, why take so long to open up about, because this is the first time I'm hearing of her being regretful. This happened ages ago. Keri Hilson was popping when I was in high school. That was a long time ago. Okay. Why now? And my thought is because Keri Hilson, yeah, she's been doing a little bit of performances, but now she's back dropping music. She just dropped the song. I don't know the name of the song. Can't remember, but she just dropped the song and she's coming back out with music. So I think that she's trying to get some press and people are going to ask her this question. But I think we should have got this a long time ago because she's been MIA, like behind the scenes as a writer and stuff like that for a long time. We should have got this a minute ago. So my thing is, why wait so long to try to clear the air? And then why are you trying to clear the air now? Because before she said she was protecting everybody, right? So now it's just like, okay, a million and one years go by and you need this whole Beyonce thing to be removed so you can sell some albums. You know, like you need people to know the story so you can tap into her audience and then get Beyonce's blessing or try to get on her good side so you can sell some albums and sell some records, get some streams. Because why haven't we heard this a long time ago? Why wasn't, like, was there a public apology, you guys, like a while ago? It just feels like you trying to clean house so that you have a good album run. In my opinion. And everything she could be saying could be very well true. She could have been forced to do it, but at the end of the day, you got in that booth and you sung those words and the song got out and you did it. So it isn't really about like protecting everybody else because you're the singer. You're the one, you're the voice behind it. Yeah, there's other people persuading you to do it and you didn't want to, prevent your album coming out at that time. But like, you should get most of the backlash because you're the one doing it. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks that those other people were forcing you to do that. I don't know what was going on behind the scenes, why they wanted a beef like that or whatever. But yeah, like you are going to be the person to take the heat. You're the one actually performing the song. You're the one singing the song. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I think she should have never did it. I think she should have stood up for herself and said no. You had hit songs out at the time. Why wouldn't they put your album out and make more money off of you? You know, she should have tried. Maybe she didn't even give it a shot to say no because she said she felt pressured to do it. She should have stood her ground a little more. You know, she should have stood her ground a little bit more. She did say she was young and everything. And I do think that sometimes you get scared and you just fall into that peer pressure because you don't want anything to happen to your dreams and your goals. And I understand that. A lot of celebrities fall into doing a lot of wrong things. Okay, because they want the fame. They want to reach the goals. They want their music out. They want album sales. They want to be famous. All those things. But if you really didn't feel that way about that lady, and you really didn't want the backlash and it really bothered you, you wouldn't have did it. Sometimes you really got to stand up and say no to certain things, no matter what the cost is, because then it's like you'll fall for anything. You'll do anything, you know, for your album to come out and all that. You'll do anything. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the whole Keri Hilson thing and Beyonce, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.